Today is Blair's birthday, so of course I'm making him a cake. He doesn't know what cake I'm making him yet. It is not a Claire recipe. I'm gonna be making him an Oreo cake or cookies and cream because that is his favorite flavor of pretty much everything under the sun. He's a hoe for cookies and cream, so that's what I'm giving him today. Let's see how it goes. I'm very excited actually to make this cake, and we don't have too much time. He's at a golf clinic right now and he should be home in like an hour. So gotta get this cake moving and grooving. Welcome to the video. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. In the bowl of a stand mixer, whisk together flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. I've been slacking on the use of my kitchen scale recently just because I don't really know why actually. I just haven't been doing it. I think it's made my baking worse. So I'm definitely using it today. 315 grams of sugar, 400 grams of sugar. This is so much sugar. Oh God. Next, I am going to add the butter, 1 tablespoon at a time, 6 total tablespoons. It's supposed to be softened to room temperature. Mine didn't have time to get completely to room temp. I think that just means it'll take a little bit longer to incorporate. How many grams in tablespoon of butter? Okay, this is such an interesting texture. It's like, what is it like? It reminds me of something. Look at it. It's almost like super fine breadcrumbs. I don't know, interesting. Now we add canola oil, sour cream, and vanilla extract. I'm gonna actually stir in the canola oil with a spatula. This is so interesting. This is so weird. This feels like cookie dough at this point. The recipe actually calls for clear vanilla extract, but I don't have that, and I don't really care about the cake being bright white, so I just went with normal. Okay, this is still feeling very doughy at this point, not like batter. Hopefully I didn't do something wrong. It's so weird, look. I don't think I've overmixed it or anything. Look at how dough-like that is. It holds its shape. That is so weird. This next part is gonna be a pain in the ass because I have to take egg whites to stiff peaks, and you can only do that if you have a completely, Juniper's at the door, sorry. You can only do that if you have a completely clean and dry bowl that you're starting with. I don't have beaters, so I'm gonna have to transfer this dough to another bowl and then clean this bowl and then whip the egg whites. So, BRB. Look how dough-like this is, guys. That's so weird. Okay, this is gonna be the tricky part, beating the egg whites. I have a very traumatic experience with this. I mean, it's the best cake I've ever made, but this was 2019. I was making Blair a housewarming cake. This cake was a funfetti cake. It was immaculate. The recipe called for 9 egg whites. So I started making this cake at like midnight for whatever reason. And I started whipping the egg whites and realized that they weren't forming any peaks. Like they weren't whipping, they were just staying in their liquid form. I was so confused. I went through legitimately 4 cartons of eggs trying to whip these egg whites, and luckily at the time I had 2 roommates, and I also bought multiple cartons of eggs because I guess I needed more for the frosting or something. So I went through both of my roommates' eggs and 2 cartons of my own eggs before I got it right. I'm traumatized by that, and I'm nervous. Wish me luck. I only have 1 carton of eggs, so I don't have any room for error. Wait, I'm confused. When was this milk supposed to go in? I was supposed to add the milk just now at the fucking end. Ah! Ow! Oh my God. Okay, that is a horrible idea. No, I'm just whisking really hard. Oh, God, that hurts the arm. Okay, that's a lot more like cake batter. That makes sense. I think I'm gonna crack the egg and then just let it run through my fingers. Please wish me luck. I'm so scared. Okay, I think so far so good. Man, eggs. This is so scary. I just dropped a shell. Whoa. There's 2 little pieces of shell. Okay, there's only a few tiny pieces left, so I'm just gonna pour and catch them as they fall. This seems like a disaster already. Maybe I'll pour through the colander. It's weird how long it takes. This is what I'm getting. I don't know. I'm scared to keep going, but I don't think this is stiff because it's also not glossy. Shite. I have no idea. The fact that I'm using a flashlight right now. I have no idea. I think I might have overbeaten them, but they never got to stiff peaks. And it has definitely been more than like 6 minutes. I think it might have been closer to 10. Everything I'm reading says it would look grainy and clumpy. Maybe it does look grainy. Should I try again? I don't want to. I mean, every visual aid that I'm seeing shows a whisk dipped straight in. But like, I'm just scared to keep going. This is exactly what happened in another cake that I made. I felt like I was overbeating them, but everyone in the comments was like, no, you didn't let it go long enough. But I swear it's been like 10 or 12 minutes at this point. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, the texture seems good. It's good. Time to put them in the oven. I feel very nervous about the egg white thing, so I guess all there is to do is wait and see how they turn out. I'm gonna go ahead and make the frosting. The amount of sugar and dairy that goes into this cake is a little bit crazy. 3/4 of a cup of unsalted butter and 12 ounces of cream cheese. Cakes are out of the oven. I mean, they look pretty good, I think. I'm scared to transfer them. Also, I don't know why I'm holding my hand like an Italian. They've been cooling on here for like 10 minutes. Eek! Fuck. It's broken. It's broken. I mean, that was way more chaotic, but it worked. The cakes are still very warm, so I need to wait until they completely cool to start icing it, which I feel like could be around an hour. I'll see y'all in a bit. I'm gonna go for a little walk. I'm just gonna have Blair look away while I'm assembling and icing the cake.